Some workplaces tell stories and some create them. Today, we're going to be going into Ti22 Films, led by the lovely Reim and Houni. That's right. So Ti22 Films is a production house behind some of the popular TV shows that you may be familiar with, like DXB One Today, Ditch the Silver, and many more. So join us as we go behind the scenes and talk to the team themselves to see what it takes to be part of Ti22 Films and give you a little insight about their culture. Welcome to Ti22 Films. Great to see you both. Thank you for being here. Not group hugs, but welcome. You're here.
Thank you for having us.
Not at all, not at all. Do you want to take a look around?
Yeah, sure.
So yes, welcome to our warehouse. It is very much a work in progress, but I'm going to just give you a bit of a mini tour. It actually all starts with our board, because this is actually something that I'm very passionate about. But it's important that everyone who comes into our space has a bit of a welcome, you know, so we're very conscious about making sure everyone's name is there. And the number of people who actually like snap it and post it, and it gives a bit of a warm and fuzzy feeling. So, in all honesty, in every office that we go to, we always make sure that there is some form of welcome board.
Amrita, I'm going to do one.
And I guess the first thing that we see on the right is our, it's an interesting one because, you know, for a long time they were sitting in a box.
Yeah.
And then I think, you know, depending on the space in the offices we've been in, this one we finally have like the space to do this.
Yeah.
So we've put up a good chunk of our New York awards, and I guess this one, which is our Cannes Award.
Oh wow, what did you win this for?
That was actually for a documentary that we did for Dubai Civil Aviation Authority when they hit 75 years.
Oh wow.
So it was like 75 years of the aviation industry in the UAE. And then this one I'm quite proud of, because this was like the Fast Company most creative people in business. So,
and what was this for?
That was for me. That year I was one of the most creative people in business. So it's kind of just like a good reminder.
Yeah.
And it's good for the team and good for everyone to kind of know that all this work we're doing.
This whole space has that vibe of going into a production space.
Oh, amazing.
Like with the walls and the setup.
Yeah.
It feels like it can be instantly transformed into anything.
Great. Yeah, I mean, definitely when we moved in, the objective was to turn it more into a studio. And as you can see, the team are like busy setting up some of the cameras and the equipment, because we often do shoots in this space.
Oh, really? What kind of shoots?
Smaller stuff, it's interview-based stuff, or it's, you know, we're doing a lot in the YouTube space at the moment, so supporting others create their shows and their content.
Yeah.
And often they don't need something very elaborate, so we do it in our space. But actually, one of the reasons we didn't build out a full studio is because we do a lot of training.
Right.
So more than anything, the space has ended up working for training sessions. You'll see when we easily can have like 25 to 30 people, and you know, I think you're aware, I run a community.
Yes.
So it's kind of become like a bit of a hub for the community where they all come down on a Friday.
It feels like that. You've actually inspired me. We have an empty office sitting, which we can also convert into a training space.
You know, you feel like it's in your own home. The next feature, the next highlight is probably our vision board. I am a massive believer in vision boards. I believe in them personally. I run workshops on this, but I also want to make sure that each of my team has their own vision board. And then at the beginning of the year, we work collectively on a team one.
Nice.
So this one kind of represents different things that are important to different people.
I like the picture that's been picked.
Yeah. So if you notice, though, it's been altered to say 100,000 subscribers.
Yes.
So that's what we're manifesting for Arva's channel, 100,000 subscribers.
Oh, go Arva.
Because what you'll find is that sometimes people will come into the space and they'll see it and they'll suddenly say something random like, what do you want to do with Marvel Studios or whatever it may be?
I think I know someone.
It's a key feature.
How many Mission Visible members do you have right now?
We're at 143, but in my mind, like we're about to 10x. Like we're doing a lot right now to really just get our visibility out there to attract more people, and also looking at global programs and how to like really get more awareness. So I'm excited. I'm confident we will get there. But let me take you upstairs.
Yes.
So if you follow me. So
I'm curious about this painting.
yes. So we're very, very fortunate that we produced the TV show DXB today.
Yes.
And this was actually a painting by one of the guests, and they actually did it live on the show, and then we got to keep it. So it just felt like it deserved a home on our wall, you know, as a bit of a tribute to the show. And
They didn't sign their name.
I think they did, but I think that's the.
Oh, it's
yeah. So
how cool.
and it was from our first season, so we're on season 12 at the moment. So it's nice to have a mini memento. From,
I think I almost made it as a guest to one of the seasons, but then I didn't. So
well, there's still time.
Yeah.
There's still time.
Season 13 may be the one.
So you never know. You never know. There you go. There you go. We've got our wall, and honestly, I'm a huge movie fan, and you know, I always knew I wanted to have like posters on the wall, but again, this is curated by the team, so I can't honestly say I'm a huge fan of every movie here. But definitely some of my favorites are up here, and some of the team favorites are up here. So this is actually, I am going to tell you about this clock, because I am a huge believer in having faith. So for me, everything we do is, you'll hear me say it a lot.
Yeah.
So the fact that someone actually gave it to me as a gift, and it means so much that I literally carry it everywhere, and it goes up on every wall.
What is the most wow thing, like when you have someone join for the first time? What are they most impressed? Like, how do you manage their first week?
I'm not very good at that. I wouldn't say there's one wow thing. I think, if I'm honest, it's the team is a very approachable team.
Yeah.
And so, you know, then very supportive in helping each other navigate kind of, especially a first week. I do my best to like at least do one-to-ones consistently.
Yeah.
And especially when someone's new, I'll be conscious to have a few more than usual.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there's one wow moment.
No?
I think it's probably, you know, through osmosis, you know, different
Well, that's the
elements
way
of
to
who we
do
are.
it.
Yeah.
I would think like someone walking into the space already, like walking into a space like this is.
Do you know what I've had a couple of people say to me? A couple of people have said having their name on the board.
Yeah, there you
know?
go. That's a wow.
Yeah, because I think we've had a couple of people who, like, it's their first day, they walk in, their name is on a board.
Yeah.
That's not something they're expecting, and that's
Yeah.
probably a great way to set the tone when they come in.
Yeah. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to speak to 3 members of your
Outstanding.
team.
They're ready.
Yeah, one who has been here since the beginning, one member who has just joined, and one who has grown at Ti22 Films. Actually, before we jump into that, I always wanted to ask you, what does Ti22 Films stand for?
Excellent question. Ti22 Films stands for titanium on the periodic table. And titanium, for those who may not be familiar, is both the strongest as well as the lightest metal. So because of that, it's the only metal that has that unique combination. So I always look at the work that we do as being very unique. It has the strength, but it's also light. And, and also, to be honest, it's a conversation starter. Like, nobody knows what it means. So you end up kind of explaining the journey.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Reim. And now on to speaking to the team.
Hi, Tolla. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your story with Ti22 Films. So you're one of the longest serving employees of this firm, right? So tell us a little bit about your experience of working here, when you joined, how things have changed, and you know what it is like now.
Of course. I've been with Ti22 Films for 6 years now. And when I joined, we were a much smaller team.
Okay.
We were in a very small office somewhere around Budgeman
Nice.
in Answer Gallery. And now we're in this huge warehouse. So things have definitely changed a lot. One of the things that stood out to me when I first joined was just how chill the team is. And you can see it from the way we speak to one another, from the way that we dress, even up to like Reim saying, "I'll see you," be so chill. That's one of the things that stood out to me, coming especially from a very corporate background.
So you had this corporate world, you were familiar with that, so that made you in a way comfortable, and then you come here and it's very uncorporate. And did you have to feel comfortable, or did this just feel like I'm home?
Both. Like when you're new, there's the, oh, I don't want to like overdo it.
Yeah.
But then with time, like the people draw you into their own like comfort. So it kind of was, okay, I'm being careful to make sure like I'm not overdoing it. But then also everybody is so chill. They just pull you into it. It's like, just be comfortable. That's how it felt.
And so how many nationalities are working here?
We have quite a few, and we've had quite a few. We have, I'm Nigerian.
Oh, okay.
We have a lot from India. We have Lebanon. We have Jordan. We've had people from Canada. We have Egyptians. We have Philippines. So it's a very diverse workplace.
That must be fun as well, right? Coming
It
from
is.
Africa and from Nigeria to Dubai. Was this your first role in Dubai?
This was my first role in Dubai, yes. I moved here in 2020 and I met Reim in my second day here. And I started working my third day here.
Oh, wow. So what are some of these rituals that you have to have? What has changed in the way you work together now that you're a bigger team?
I think the way we work is still very much the same. We're a team that's always supportive of each other. If there's no, this is my task, that's your task. If I need help, I can ask anybody to help, and they will help. So that's remained the same from the beginning till now. I think what has mostly changed is we do a lot more projects now compared to back then, and we have grown so much, especially in the TV space and the broadcast space. We did Studio Expo. That was one of the biggest projects that we had, and now we do DXB today, which is also a very big one for us. So we've definitely grown in our projects, not just in terms of the number of projects, but the size of the project, which is good because then it means that we can have more people on the team, and those who have been on the team for a long time sort of have that growth as well, because you're not just doing one thing over and over again. There are a variety of things that come up over the years.
That's so interesting, because it's nothing better than being in this space and learning through the growth of the company.
Yeah.
So tell me something, Tola. Now that you're a veteran of Ti22, what would be some advice you would give for anybody looking to join such a company or this space? What would be your advice, if there is anything that you have to share?
I would say be ready to do the work. That's very important, because it is our industry is still very, you have to do the work. There's sometimes when we have special events, it's not every time, but sometimes when we have special events that, you have to work longer or harder. So be ready to do the work, but also be ready to have fun, because that's the only way that you balance out the stressful moments. I'm sure Reim has shared, but we have a habit of dancing.
Yes.
And even that helps. Reim always says, when Reim says, or the music starts playing, everybody's like, oh. But then at the end of the dance session, everybody's smiling because it does help. So just be ready to have fun, because that's how you survive, just the fun moments.
Wow, this is so nice. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
I hope we have captured everything that you've experienced in Ti22, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Same here. Thank you, Nora. Thank you so much.
Hi, Vanessa. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your story with us.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
I heard you've been here for almost 5 years now.
5 in August.
5 in August. So tell us, what do you do here?
I'm the assistant producer. I mainly work on DXB today. That is one of our projects. But anything else, any other projects that come in, I'm the assistant producer on that project.
So someone told me you didn't start in this role. You started just after university?
Yes. So we have a sister company called Dubai On Demand.
Okay.
I was actually hired almost 5 years ago as the project coordinator for Dubai On Demand. And then slowly over the years, after 2 years, when DXB Today started 3 years ago, ended up becoming the coordinator there, and then ended up becoming the assistant producer. So yeah, actually started on a different role, now on a different role.
So tell me, what's the difference between working in that role and now where you are? Has the learning been? What's the journey like?
Before, we handle a lot of clients, and we help them with their content usually. So it was very small scale, because you're just helping them grow. Versus coming now to a TV show when you have to make sure that you need to deliver 1 episode per day. I feel like the stakes are a bit more higher, so it's a bit more stress, but I think I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's the change.
Wow. And so what have you had to do differently when that shift happened? You're in this manageable pace and now you're on a 1 per episode. So I'm sure there's a lot of moving parts that you have to manage.
I think communication.
Okay.
When I first started, I was very introverted, and I think I just like to, stick to myself, do my thing, leave, figure things out on my own. But when you start working with a team and when you start growing, you realize how communication is the main factor, and how you need to be really involved with the team. So I think communication.
Okay. So I've heard a lot about all these different rituals in Ti22. You tell me which one is your favorite.
Oh my God. I think the main thing we do is dance.
Yeah.
So I guess dance. I mean, as much as we all start not liking it, like you should see how grumpy we are.
Really?
Yeah. And then I think 30 seconds in, everyone just, it's full laughs. So yeah.
We have to see this dance in action, I think.
Yeah, I think you'll be part of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. You don't need to ask me much. I'm always cool to dance, so that's not going to be me being grumpy. I'll be like, oh, what?
Oh, that's actually good. Our team should learn from that.
Yeah, sure. So great. Okay, so tell me now. You started. How big was the team? Were you based here when you started, or you were in another office?
No, we were in Al Quoz.
Okay.
We were in an office called Just Play.
Okay.
From there, we ended up moving to Internet City, and then we came here. So yes, I've been part of 3 moves.
3 moves.
Yes. So, yeah,
Do you like this new space that we
I
have?
do. It's massive.
Yeah.
I think coming from, Just Play was 1 room. Coming from a 1 room to a 1 floor office shows the growth.
Yeah.
And I think that's what matters, and also having our own studio here, I think that's just beautiful. So, yeah.
So if somebody is joining you, what would be the one thing you would tell them about TI22?
We're all very friendly. We are always hands-in. So even if we tell, even if the task is assigned to one person and the person's finding it difficult, or there's an event happening, automatically the whole office will be involved. And I think just being part of that culture and just getting used to it, I guess, just because we're all teamwork all the time. I guess, yeah. So just put your hands in. And because of that, you'll end up learning a lot more, something that you're not supposed to do. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Vanessa.
Thank you so
It's been a
much.
pleasure.
Thank you.
So Zain, I heard you're the new kid on the block.
Oh, yes, that's what they say.
And I'm not showing my age by saying that either, because you know what that term is. So great. So tell me, how long has it been since you've joined TI?
I joined, I think it's been like 3.5 months now, 3 or 4 months.
Wow.
I've been here. I joined around the start of March, leading into the end of Feb. So I've kind of just been with them for not so long just yet.
Okay, so in the HR world, we'd say you're still in probation.
Yeah, I am still in probation.
So what was it like? You came into this office. All the others have offices that they've, joined previously.
I did interact with TI22 a couple of years back. I did an internship for a week in 2021 when they were in TCOM back then. Okay. So that was my first taste of it. And I remember even then it was like, this is kind of a small company, but they seem to be doing a lot of stuff, which I thought was really cool. And then when I joined again, my first month we were kind of like stuck at home because of stuff going on. So it was like difficult to get a vibe of what was going on because you don't really know what's going on when you're behind a screen at home. Yes. But then when I came in, it was really different because now you see everyone working and it's like a different kind of life and everyone is kind of like working together a lot of the time. It's a unit. Like I sit on the back with the other editors and the other videographers, but I'm always over on the other tables trying to get stuff from other people to help me out.
So you're just everywhere.
Yeah.
So you can go to any team member. So that's what I heard from everyone. Like everyone can lean on each other and can ask things and, find you solutions.
Yeah, like a little community.
Yeah, like a little community. And I heard the space builds into that community as well. So what is it you're looking forward to in terms of building your career in TI22?
Wow, that's
a big word, right? Because it's 3.5 months.
Wow, yeah.
But think big.
Well, right now I've just been, most of the stuff I do, my first couple months was just like editing stuff for the daily show that they do. Yeah. But even recently, now that the show has gone on break, I do a lot of more stuff just like maybe for Reim personally or for the company personally. And I think Reim definitely wants me to take more of a ownership of this kind of stuff. She's definitely pushing me to I don't know, I don't know, say take ownership again, making sure my name is on the things that I'm making, which feels good.
Put your stamp and mark on it.
Feels like a bit more responsibility.
Have you pitched some ideas to Reim?
Well, I've definitely been there in the pitch process. I don't know if I'm confident enough to have ideas with myself, but definitely when Reim has ideas for videos she wants to do maybe for herself, I'm there and I've got as many ideas as I can, and maybe I'll sketch out what I think could work.
Great stuff. So tell me about what ritual. I've heard about all the rituals and I've asked your teammates as well. What ritual do you like?
As in the stuff we do here? Yeah. The ritual I like, I don't know. Every morning you have to tell everyone. Oh, you know what I do? Every morning I like having to tell everyone what I'm doing in the day. Okay. Because it means I know what I'm doing in the day. Because sometimes I come and I've got no clue what I'm doing. So if I tell everyone else what I'm doing, I feel like for me, especially, I know what needs to be done.
Then see that there is value in these. You're talking about that morning huddle that you have, right? Yeah, well, that's great. So what I do in our office is I have teams that come in and we do a morning check-in, and this is exactly the feedback they share as well. It's like it just gives us direction of what the
non-negotiables for the day are and what am I, expected to do. Oh, that's great. So in terms of like when you joined, what did you observe from your team members? Like what did you find that was interesting? Like you came out of college, you heard about working in an organization, and now you see it live. What?
Well, before Ti22, so I graduated in not this June, the June before. And then I was kind of, you postgraduate, you don't know really what you want to do with yourself. Yeah. And I did an internship somewhere else. Like, it was a PR internship. It was a corporate thing. It felt very cutthroat, very like, get everything done. And sometimes I feel very anxious going in. So I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. But then with Ti22, I'm not really losing much sleep. Like, I feel confident in the work I'm doing in the day. Yeah. And I feel like if I'm not getting it done today, I will get it done as soon as I can tomorrow. And I don't feel like, worst comes, I'm happy. I don't feel bad to stay behind for an hour or two because I feel comfortable. I feel like it's, I don't know, it's reciprocal. Like,
So what I understand is like you wake up every morning looking forward to coming to work.
I don't know if anyone,
Not every weekend, maybe, but most days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
sharing this with Reem. This is just going to be on YouTube. That's it. No one else is going to.
I don't know. I'm definitely not like angry in the morning. I'm fine. I'm like, you know what? Today I've got something to do. And sometimes I'm excited even if I've got a project waiting for me to finish. I'm even excited to come in and get done.
Were you excited to see us?
Oh, I can't even begin to tell you how excited I was. I know the whole team. I was hearing everyone. I'm sure everyone's excited.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. All the best.
Thank you.
I hope you pass your probation and hit all those milestones, get all those bobbleheads.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
And good luck with everything. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, bye.
Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. How do you think it went?
Oh my God, it was so much fun. I think I just, it was like a walk through what we can do in our company as well. Like so many ideas have been brought to life in theirs. I loved so many parts of it. The movie gallery, the awards gallery,
the vision board. And I also love how the team was so like on board. They pushed themselves beyond their comfort zone and they had such lovely things to say about working here, and especially the journeys, right?
Yeah.
It's so cool to see that unfold in real life.
I loved how they were like, they knew their stuff. They're like, we're so chill and we're so cool. And, you could feel that as you walked in as well. And when we did the interviews and everything, it just is a reflection of all that's been done.
Reem, you've built a beautiful business and put together an amazing team. Well done. And thank you for watching. To everyone else, don't forget to follow the HR Sisters and see you on the next episode.
Bye for now. Ciao.